What do you reckon, guys? Should we go in? We've had enough, yeah? Right, guys, so it's the Shed of Edna's, and we've come out here. Obviously, he's making a lot of noise. He's making a lot of noise, so I'll talk closer to the microphone. Anyway, we had a disaster. Could have been avoided. We talked about these reinforcers yesterday, right? So it was all hands on deck to get them in. We wanted to let the ramp down, and I tied the car on. I had to tie it on because it was tipping forward. And as we let the ramp down, the bloody jack handle caught right on the back here. And obviously before we realised it, we've got a stress where I thought it would stress where it did. So good job we did it, but obviously the frame's not on. It wouldn't have done it if I'd had the cage around it, but obviously unsupported it didn't like it. So we're using principal leverages. Basically, I've worked the fucking chains round the diff, which weighs a ton I might have, and I'm hanging it on the very back of the chassis, just giving it a few bounces to see if we can just pull that back. Because it's not this side. This side's okay. That side, it's just caught it. You can just see it. It just tipped it slightly. Because there was no reinforcer on that side, and it caught the jack handle caught right there where the chain is. So we got to pull that back down, but hopefully we'll get it. And my assistant here is busily cutting the reinforcer, which we're going to weld in. We're going to let a bit more pull on it, and then we'll weld that reinforcer in, so that we'll hopefully pull that down and get it back where it should be. Everything else, well, yeah, I've been out searching, looking for love. That's not really quite right, but anyway, I've found floor pants, ready suede, two of them. I only need one, but we'll see. I've found a nice bit of thick bar for reinforcement steel. It's a very, very heavy gauge. That is disgusting. But these are quite good. These may, or may not, make the battery tray. They're a bit rusty, I know, but I've also done the chassis legs, my engine mounts, got them already. Haven't done these reinforcers yet, the hourglass art adjusters, but we'll get to that once we cut them legs away a bit. The legs are too far out basically, so if you can't hear me, because he won't start making that grindy noise. He's grinding for me. Anyway, yeah, so I'm going to go on the scooter with the cat. You might get to see it, I don't know. And we're going to go up and bring some doors down up the drive. But yeah, I knew that was going to happen. Should have. It was just carelessness. Just not looking. It's just a tedious, careless thing because nobody was watching what they were doing, was it? We weren't watching what we were doing. So, have you nibbled into the thing there?
Where?
Into this. Oh yeah, lovely, Jim. Yeah. There you got to grind the welds. You need to grind down the back of the weld off. You need to grind down the side where the weld is, and then it might come back in level then. If not, you'll have to do a bad shot and use coat hanger. Melt a coat hanger into it when you're welding it. Just grind off the end. Right, Right, he's gauging. Alright, well I'll let him gauge and we'll come back to you when I've got something better to do. See you soon. Right, so, don't put your masks on if you get archive, people. Don't look at it, you might get archive. Anyway, we're having a bit of a mish to get these brackets for the radio salve caps to go on. We've braced the chassis now, we got it back level. It was my fault entirely because it was tied to the lift, and that thing there caught under the back when I let it down, and then that really pushed that up. I mean, it was just too much weight really to stress. So it did what I thought it was going to do, and it moved. So we moved it back by the weight of that axle, and now we're plating it, and we've got two straps to go down each side. So we've got it welded. We got the anti-roll bar mounts on. Sorry, the radius arm mounts. Then we'll have the anti-roll bar mounts. Is that on now? Right, so I'll do the sides.
Yeah, I'll do the sides in a second. I'm just going to make a phone call.
All right, okay.
You didn't bring back.
All right, I might tack them then. Anyway, so yeah, so basically, guys, they're on. That's done. Not looking bad, is it? Come back to you in a bit when we've got a bit more done. See you soon. Hello, guys. It's the Ed Shed, and it's a lovely Sunday. And this Sunday, we've been working. Now, obviously, there's videos on here of the disasters and the fact that Jack pushed the back, bent the leg, and blah blah blah, and kneecap hill, and we've done it. It's all repaired. So now, look at this. Look, feast your eyes on the battery box. Done. All right, it's a bit more welding to do on it, but it's when you get your enthusiasm. X, exhibit. Reinforcement, ow, hot. Plate, chassis, leg. Stunningly good. So, diff's going back in, so we can just check it. And then we're going to bolt the diff through here where they're cut, so they're going to bolt back. And I'm going to do a reinforcer from there to there with 2 radius arms. It'll be brilliant. Follow me this way. Walk this way. Don't call me a door off because we haven't got one. Can't find the bolts. So we're going to find them, but that's the job for Superman. Over here, I've been picking, grinding. I told you the other night it was 2 days and I couldn't do it. So I'm cleaning them all off. Give them a coat of rusty thing, and they're ready to go back on, like that. Perfect. Pair of them on, job's good, and there you go. Right, that one's a bit different. Hold on. There you go. Look at that. So they're back on the original places, on the original mounts that they were cut off on. So we'll get them welded in, send them in here, get these back on the original mounts. And then that'll give me my mountings for my original 3.8, 4.2, wherever. Now, bit of an issue. This has all been chopped out of here, and I don't know what pedal box that was. And they've lost the throttle spindle pivot. Still in that side, but it's not in this side. So, I've either got to cut that whole lot out of that shell, which is rotten as a pig, or I've got to make it a cable throttle. So I think we know what's happening, don't we? Yes, there you go. Right, so we know what that is. Right, that's sorted that. I've been in my steel selection, I found loads of steel. That's the battery box on the other side. Now we're having 2 battery boxes now. There's my wood for my pillars that need redoing. I know somebody who's a carpenter who likes making wooden tools and wooden sideboards and things. I think I know somebody who could do this one, if I give them a polish. So that's obviously what's going to happen. I'm putting them up there on the selection stuff because I'm going to have wood around the screen, and I'm going to have wood at the pillars, but I don't think I'm going to have wood across the top because I'm going to go for an Ed Shed door rubber seal. So I'm going to have proper door rubbers. If I'm talking a bit loud, it's because I've got cotton wool in my ears, because I'm trying to save my hearing. So sorry if I'm shouting. Anyway, when this is gone, the vent's gone. No vent, right? Because I don't want one. There's never a time in England that you need heating. Because most of the time you need heat, not cold air. So I've got to say that. Sorry about that. I just had a camera thrown at me. Right, so going to weld this up, and that's going to be gone. I mean, I just think it's unnecessary. I mean, there's more times in England you need hot air, not cold. So they've obviously gorged this off as well. Really gorged this off. So I've got the gorge that went off of there, and they've also chopped 7 mils of that transmission tunnel for whatever gearbox they're going to put. Well, obviously we're going back with the original 5-speed. Get it? Original 5-speed. Yeah. All right. So we're going to the original 5-speed. So when we get the original 5-speed here, I've got to make a bit for there. That's a bit annoying, though. Anyway, we'll get that. But it's got some lovely side light pods, which I was thinking I'd delete off, but then I think, in this case, I think I might keep them on, because I might keep it frumpy looking. Now, when I say frumpy, I mean, like, it's going to be sort of slab-sided. Obviously, those 20s aren't going on it. So, you know, they will go on it maybe one day, but they're not going on it at the moment. So it's going to be a bit sort of slab-sided when you come to the back, because the way the back door finishes, the corner is going to be like that, right? So, yeah. So, to all intents and purposes, it's, no, I don't, it doesn't need to be all flamboyant. I think it would just be nice to have a little bit of wood around the screen, proper door seals, proper wood on the tops of the doors, wood on the back pillars. Just like interior's going to be blue velour or maybe fur, maybe fur and a dice. And in the back, I'm going to do it like with shag pile carpet and put a porthole window in each side. Am I joking? I better be. Yeah, so no, I'm not going to do that. What I'm going to do is, we've got toolbox, but it could be battery boxes both sides, because I might have a leisure battery, yeah? That's for the other purpose that might happen, we don't know. Hopefully he's getting my steel bent this week, and when he does, I can then get on with this. But I've got to go see him and get some more steel, because I need steel for the back. I need a plate here for those rear wings so I can start. But I need to get that angle steel. So, and I also need the blow lamp to melt the lead out of those top of them pillars and those pillars on there. So yeah. So I don't know. As I said, there's a lot to do. There's an awful lot more. But hey, we've got a lot done. And as they say, things, they can only get better. So I'll talk to you soon, guys. Like, subscribe, follow us about, and remember, this is only a section of a video, so, yeah, we'll see how we get on. Talk to you soon. Right, guys, it's the old Richard, and look, I've got my new wheels on. Yeah, alright, I know, nobody seems to like them. Now, I still can't get my rear suspension in because I can't find any reading bolts. I've found one bolt. Well, I just don't know where the box of bolts is. So anyway, the battery box is done, right? A lot of welding's been done. We've been welding so there's still some more welding to do on the battery box, but she's sorted. She's how she's going to be. Obviously, this is going to be power. You're not going to see any of this, so I'm not too worried about that. And then the end panel, I've got some metal for that. I really need to find one of these. I can only find one. I've got 3 shock absorbers. Oh God. Now, I also have been bidding on eBay and I won my hinges, so I got my door hinge. So that's cost me a fortune, but anyway, listen. So I got my door hinges. I made a plan. Sorry about that. Made a plan for this so I can make that. I'm going to get him to make that, fold it for me so I can't do it. I found the floor pans, got them. And I've also measured up the cross member. So engine motors are in. Engine motors are in. Just got to be well done, I need to drop that beam out. I've looked at it and I've got the wheel on. Yeah, doesn't look so good without wheels, does it? I mean, bloody doesn't. Anyway, so look, can you see it, guys? Can you see it coming together? I hope you can, because hey, I hope it is coming together. In the meantime, I've just got to get on. I've just got to keep going. Oh, and the X-brace, as you know. So you've probably repeated myself on that. Anyway, oh God, my hip, my leg. Yeah, so fuel tank and I don't know, rear shocks. Yeah, it's coming on though. It's starting to look like a car. Like I say, just you want to see it finished? Hey, well, put it in the comment. Give me some encouragement. Tell me what I need to do. Oh yes, this will make you laugh. I found the ball bolts. You can see the bolts in there. So I actually took some out of the roving doors, and I left one up here on the side, and I forgot it. So I filled that with white cider vinegar, and I was over here thinking, well, I clean it off, and I went like that, and the bolt flew up in the air and went straight in there, all in one. So vinegar's doing that, and we'll leave them doing, ready for go. I can get the front doors on. I've got one door there, and I've got another door over there. I've got some better ones there. Not sure which ones I'm going to use. I'm going to use probably the ones that match the patina of the car. So we'll say that it's probably going to be those ones over there rather than this blue one, because this blue one's probably going to go on the Mark II over there. So we're going to say for that. But I'd love to get it on its wheels, and I'm just short that bolt, and I'm also short a few other issues now. I know people are going to go, yeah, but you can, yeah. Well, anyway, look, whatever they say. So, get out with that. Jesus Christ, where did that fall from? Where did it come from? Right, anyway, guys, so, just had what can I even describe as a monumental. Something just fell off the top and landed down there. Ooh. Well, I'll show you, won't it? I'll teach you what happens in the old edge shed. Things fall off and land everywhere. Right, okay, so, as I said, we're going to say, this video's, I don't know, there's a lot of video on this card. A lot of video of this car, so if I put you up there, you can see exactly what I've done. I made a mess of it. Don't worry. See you soon, guys. Like, subscribe, follow us about, and hey, it could be worse. It could be you. Sunday night, it's stupid, it's freezing, I'm fed up, and I'm still here. I'm still standing after all these ciders, Thatchers. See you soon, guys. Bye.